ever has trauma out there as a child to go out and do what you do, there is no excuse in the world that would make up for what you have done. It's off your own back, not because of trauma.
Can I just ask?
I have said that the whole time. I have said that. I came on here and I wasn't expecting to go through, like, to speak to you or anything. This wasn't what I attended. I literally came on to look at stuff, not go anywhere near you guys. Yes, I made a mistake going into...
But Ruby, you said... Right, listen, you said that you hadn't been anywhere near us, right? But you came into my live twice on your Ruby account and I blocked you. So you have been coming near us. You also went into CJ's account and he blocked you.
No, I haven't been on to CJ's because I blocked him right at the beginning. Yours, I did scroll onto yours and then I left straight away.
But you just said that you haven't been near any of us, yeah?
Yeah. But I have also
Never lie.
when I have went on to yours or stuff, I have went straight off and I have blocked you.
What's your end game then, Ruby? What's the end game? Because it's been going on all day. So what is the end game? Because you, like, sitting here watching you now, like, you don't show any emotion, which I find really, really scary. The fact that you've affected so many people, yet you just don't show any emotion. And I think you thrive off it.
When I did emotion last time, everybody was against that. So now I'm here and I'm doing this.
When did you do emotion last time?
Inside.
Oh, yeah, when did you do emotion last time? Must have missed that.
Because we didn't see any emotion last time.
Well, that's...
Ruby, you didn't do any emotion last time. There was a private conversation that you asked me to share with people, which I did.
What seizure medication are you on?
Hang on, one second. Oops. No, what emotion have you said? Other than the somewhat emotion I got, I still didn't get a reason or an explanation why you used my child and my situation.
She's not even listening to you.
She's not even reading the comments.
And do you know what? Every time anyone says anything in the box, have you got this, have you got that, she just agrees with it and says, yeah, I have got that actually. Because it gives her another story. It gives her another diagnosis of what she actually hasn't got, but she gets diagnosed off TikTok.
She told me her endometriosis caused her kidney failure.
I have endometriosis on my kidney.
Guess what? I have endometriosis too, but it wouldn't expect the fucking function of the kidney.
And you said that you got kicked by your bloke in the stomach.
I have.
Yeah. And apparently that... Yeah,
actually formed my daughter.
The thing is though, Ruby, right, the thing is with you being on this app now, because everybody knows who you are, and I get you saying, oh, I've come back on my real account and I'm trying to make things right, but nobody will ever believe a word that you say on this app again.
That's fine.
So what is the point? Because all you're doing, Ruby, is upsetting people, to be fair. How many people have been in these boxes today crying? None of us have done nothing. You've done it.
You guys are doing all of this.
You've done it, nobody else. You've told lies. You've told the most horrendous made-up stories.
And apologise.
I think, to be honest with, all she's doing it for is attention.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. I think she needs to just be shut down and just left alone and just left.
Hang on a minute. Just because you've apologised does not mean that me and Felicity have to accept that.
And I've said this all day. Are you guys not listening? I've said this.
No, are you not listening? You use our children. You used our children. My 2 children that are dead. Yeah. You put my child's name in a message to someone else and use it as a middle name or a fucking double name.
You don't even know what your child's called.
Yes, you did. I already showed you on that fucking video call.
I don't know what your child is.
You, my daughter's story of where she's nearly died 5 times, and I've had to literally bring her back because of active kidney failure.
Yes, but
Ruby, no, I've explained that.
Ruby. Yes.
I apologise.
Yes. But don't try downplay it now. Yeah, you may have admitted.
Do you know what? In all
credit, but don't downplay it.
In all credit to Jojo, Ruby. In all credit to Jojo, when all this came about and it was quite apparent that you were lying, Jojo gave you every opportunity to tell the truth. Jojo was in such a state, crying, upset. Like, she was heartbroken, and you know that because you heard her. And Felicity. Do you know what I mean? Like, surely there has to be something in you that feels some guilt for what you've done, for how you made them feel?
You know, I've already said this.
Ruby, can I ask you a question, please?
You can ask me.
Well, hang on, let her finish a minute.
You've got the victims in here now of the people you have upset.
Yeah.
Now, I think you owe them a genuine apology, because from what I've said, let me finish, please. I'm not having a go. Look, I'm not here to have a go. I'm just here to just talk to you. What I'm saying is, basically, I think while you've got these people in the box now, they are very upset. You can hear it in the voice, right? And me being a parent myself and losing the children myself, right? It's heartbreaking to hear.
What carer? I don't have a carer.
But what I'm saying to you is, can I just finish, ladies, please? And I'm going. What I'm saying to you is, I think that you owe these ladies a genuine apology, but it just seems like you really have not got that genuine apology there in there to give these ladies.
I have tried so many times
Ruby.
to apologise. I have apologised non-stop.
Ruby, come out of the box. Yeah.
I think what you should do is leave the app and go and get the help and carry on get the help, and then when you are actually genuinely better, then maybe come back and stop antagonising people.
I'm not antagonising, that's why I'm
in this box here, Ruby, you are antagonising these people. You can hear it in the voice how broken these people are.
About me if you didn't do
Can I just speak a minute? I'm not being funny, but Charles actually got something wrong with her. I used to be a carer.
Yeah, I understand that, Geordie Chelsea, but what I'm saying is at the same time, that girl has come into this live, right, knowing that it's going to upset people, knowing that it's going to hurt people. And
hold on, hold on. Yeah, Geordie.
How long ago? What?
I just think that she should apologise.
Mary, 2 secs.
Just go.
Can we just talk a few years now? Because obviously
How long ago was you her carer?
a few years ago.
A few years ago. So
Yeah.
you used to have to do her medications. Were they locked up?
No.
No, because that's what she told us. She said she couldn't get to medication because someone else had to do them for her carer.
Before I went to that big company it was.
Georgie, could I ask you why you were her carer?
Yeah.
Like,
Why?
Yeah.
Because I worked for a firm that sent me to Ruby, like everybody else I get sent to, which I used to, but I don't do it now because obviously I've got
For mental health or for mental illness?
No, because she's got she does take seizures.
Seizures.
Yeah.
Any other reason?
I'm jumping down, Angie. Thank you for
that I can remember.
But surely you shouldn't be talking about it because it's confidential. Surely you shouldn't be speaking about it.
Ruby hasn't
No,
said
this
it
is what I
either.
mean. Like, this has actually got to stop because she has got seizures. I'm not saying anything else about her because I'm not a carer no more.
She's here by her own free will.
I know she,
She's
yeah,
been
I've
jumping into
just told her to
boxes
come off.
all day.
I have
But
just
so
told
there's
her to
nothing
come
wrong
off.
with her mobility.
Yeah, Geordie, I would not be disclosing anything, even if you're not a carer anymore. You should not be up in this box disclosing anything about Ruby.
Has she
Well,
given
you're
you
not having
legal
a
right
fucking
and
go
data
now, so stop
protection
fucking having
to
a go
disclose
at
all
me.
information?
No one's having a go at her. She's affected hundreds of people.
There we go.
Has she taken your child's illness? and
Well, no,
used it as
yeah,
her own?
right, listen, Felicity, I get that she's done wrong for you, yeah.
And
She should apologise for that, yeah.
But no apology would be ever enough from her. But I don't get it. You're in here telling her to drop. She's been in boxes all day today.
She's been getting in of her own free will.
Of her own free will. She's not being forced to stay in this box.
You guys are the ones talking about me. Of course, I'm gonna have.
Ruby, respectfully, you was ringing the police earlier on saying you were being bullied while she was in the box on the live.
Who?
I have an open case. That is one of my.
But you was in the box ringing the police.
Who was in the
Whilst
box?
you're sat in a box.
Who?
Ruby was.
Ruby, what were you ringing the police for?
To
Chelsea,
say she's been
if
bullied in this live that she's sat in now. She was still
Ruby,
sat in the box.
Can I just say something? Right?
Chelsea, if you were a carer, you wouldn't be able to disclose any information. 2 wee seconds.
No,
Let
she
me just
wouldn't.
through something, Bonnie, right?
I
Or
was a
Ruby, whatever the
carer,
fuck you
though.
want to be called, right?
I was her carer, though. I ain't lying about that.
You stayed away from us all.
Yeah, but
2
I
wee
was her
seconds, this
carer,
isn't
and I know
working.
she's done wrong.
Ruby, what seizure meds was she on?
Sorry?
What seizure medication was she on?
I'm not going to disclose that.
You can't ask it.
Ruby,
Ruby, what was your
Ruby,
what was the medication you was on for seizures?
What's his
I'm
medication?
not telling you, that's got nothing to do with you. My medical history.
Well, you can disclose it, but Geordie can. You can disclose it, but Geordie can't.
Exactly.
Geordie, if you was a carer, you would know that.
Hang on.
Which I know
You sent me a prescription that I still have.
Well, you didn't, because you came in and you started answering questions straight away, so that's a no-go.
I've still got the prescription that you sent me of all your medications, and not one of them was medications for epilepsy, was they, Ruby?
Gabapentin, diazepam, which were on there, but I have a lot more now, so yes.
Oh, a lot more now, yeah. Because all of them were pain relief.
So Ruby, you stayed away from us all. Do you see that comment there where you've tagged me? You've actually added me.
Can I ask a question? How long have you been off the app then, Ruby?
Since March.
She's never off the app, Angie. She's always lurking around.
I'm sure Geordie Chelsea's a beauty therapist, isn't she, Ruby?
That's not her carer. She's talking shit. There's no way. If somebody started asking me questions about somebody, I wouldn't be answering them, and she would know that as a carer. She wouldn't be doing it.
She's not a carer anymore, but that is...
It doesn't matter, even if she was a carer 6 months ago.
Probably a brother's sister or something like that. Absolutely.
So Ruby, you also told me that you had 5 children. Would you like to look at that screenshot right there?
I can't see anything.
That's Kyle and Lava, that's not...
No, that was you.
That's Kyle and Laura.
Are actual real people. They're not real people.
Jesus.
Who is this Laura? Who's this Laura?
The person that Bonnie and I got to also.
I can't cope.
Carrying our lives every day for it to be Bonnie as Kyle and Laura. The account was called Kyle and Laura, and it was Bonnie all the time.
It's her. It was her on the Kyle and Laura account. But then she said that there was another person on the account that was sending the messages, and it wasn't her.
Look, this is when she announced the pregnancy to me, and had told me to tell my mods.
Whoa.
You still got the one.
Do you remember that, Ruby?
Told me about losing the baby.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Felicity, I've got them if you want me to show them.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's just laughable at this point.
You got to know me. She was messaging me because I've always had the video up of what she was sending, of what Bonnie said to me. Not trying to talk around. And she was messaging me saying, I'm so sorry for what that Bonnie put you through. And all the time it was her.
No. You know what the funny thing is? She's got the most gifts in it.
Yeah, but she actually believes that. She actually believes that Kyle and Laura is a person. Like, this is what people don't understand. Like, she's created these people, and she believes they're real. She's still talking about them now as though they're real, and it's her.
So right, in this screenshot, let me just quickly read it out. So it says, I can't believe it. Me and Kyle wanted to tell you and a few others. It's been a couple of weeks and I don't want to keep it a secret. I can't show you yet, but Kyle and I wanted to tell you we are expecting baby 5, if you include Hope, soon. I'm 20 weeks now, but we are keeping it a secret and the gender hidden. After Hope, I'm terrified, but we had Jaden. That's a surprise and now little special one. So I says, oh my God, congratulations to you all. I'm so happy for you. And she says, you can share it with Tracy, Lisa, your husband, our little group. We can't wait. We don't even know the gender. I found out about 3 weeks ago. Had scan last week, but then Gracie's birthday, and they only found out today. But Kyle's dying to tell you all. Don't know if I'm crazy having another one. It's why I cried a lot the other day too. Right, and then we move on to this one. Right, so where she tells somebody else. We're only telling a few people, but myself and Kyle wanted to tell you and a few others. We can't show you yet, but Kyle and I wanted to tell you we're expecting baby 5, if you include Hope, soon. And 20 weeks now, but we are keeping it a secret and the gender hidden. After Hope, I'm terrified, but we had Jaden, and that was a surprise. Right, blah, 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 just the same shite that she gave me. And then we go on to when she turns round and tells us that she's lost this child, this baby, had passed away. So, hi, hun. She's asleep. She got took to theatre early this morning. Felicity May was born 4:32. As expected, she didn't make it. They've had two to date, Laura, or Elle, so she's asleep. I'm trying to stay focused, not in a good way right now. So, Ruby, would you like to explain that?
Can I just say something for the comments? Nobody's mocking mental health. Like, most of us in this box have had something directly to do with Ruby, and we've actually tried to help her. It gets to a point where you've heard so much shit that
I've got mental health,
what do you do? Like,
she's
because
affected all
it's
of
actually
her mental health.
it's actually laughable that she believes that these people are actually real when she knows that that is her writing that message. That's what I laughed at. I'm not laughing at anybody's mental health.
Yep.
It's just the fact that it becomes an absolute joke.
Yeah. You believe, though, she actually really does think that's someone else?
She actually...
she's using it as an excuse.
So, Ruby, Felicity May, where did you get the name from?
She's a fantasist. She makes up stories.
This is what I'm saying. She does.
No, I'm trying to get down to it, guys. I'm not defending her, for God's sake. I'm just trying to understand.
I just don't think there is, though, Ange. I don't think there is anything to understand. I just think she's a very dangerous person, maybe with a mental illness, but it doesn't excuse anything that...
No, it doesn't. I know she's not well. She's clearly not well. But the thing is, she just comes back. She's relentless. She'll come back. Listen, she'll be on here now saying, I'm telling the truth, I'm owning my stuff. And then next week, she'll come back on a Mary account pretending that she's Mary, who's had a baby with fucking someone else. Because this is what she does. Like, don't sit there.
There was someone in a box earlier who said that
she's a dangerous woman.
She came on during the week and she was sat at home with her 2 babies.
Yep.
Guys, can I interrupt if that's okay? Ruby, can I ask you a few questions? So, me personally, I'm physically and mentally disabled. I have carers coming to my house 3 times a day. Jojo, you can back that up, can you not?
Yeah, I can.
I have carers coming 3 times a day. Now, when you have carers, personal carers, which you come out of a care team, they can't have a relationship with you outside of your care package. It's actually illegal. That girl is just come into the box, whoever Georgia is. By law, right now, if I really wanted to, I can go and find out who their care providers are, and I can go and report that they have had a personal relationship with you, and they have defended you on social media. And wait there 1 second. No. Wait there. I'm speaking. And disclose personal information about you in terms of your mental health issues and also your medical issues. Now, I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished yet. Let me speak. I'm currently in hospital now. I've been in hospital for 2 weeks. Jojo, can we back this up?
Yeah.
If you saying you suffer with seizures, there's no such thing as a disability called seizures. What is the issue? What's your disability with including the seizures?
What's the health condition?
I was put in hospital on Friday. I had 35 seizures in one day. I'm still in hospital right now. If you suffered with seizures, you would not be sitting in that room with that light, with that phone in your face.
I suffer with dissociative seizures, and I'm being tested for epilepsy.
If you was being tested for epilepsy, you would be in hospital in the same amount of time I was in now.
Because I've had all the head tests.
What scans did you have? Okay, this is another question. I'm still carrying on. What scans are you having? Because I've asked again. Jojo can back this up. I have had I've been here for 2 weeks, and I've had every single scan to try and get all of it. So explain what scans have you had, and you can't say you don't know what they're called because they are very obvious.
Say a minute ago though, please.
I just don't know why I should tell you all my medical.
Because you stated all these issues and all these lies, and at the end of the day, you've affected my 2 best friends on this app. Not just my best friends on this app, also my best friends in real life, and you're also pulling the name onto something which is severely severe. I'm literally sick. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm literally in here in a hospital bed. I'm here in a hospital bed. My lights are dead off. I cannot physically. I'm literally here shaking in anger because of the lies which I'm saying, like these issues with seizures and all these things which are going on with your mental health. It is so severely bad. Like what I don't understand. I've got BPD as well, and I've got dissociative disorder. You shouldn't be doing the stuff
if you have a seizure, if you don't have seizures like all the time,
you can't. I know that. Like I just said, I've been in this hospital for 2 weeks.
Ruby, whatever your fucking name is, listen. My son has absence seizures. He goes through everything to get tested. You can't just get medication or anything just like that.
Bang on.
Oh,
do you remember this Facebook post, Ruby?
That's something else for the police.
That's okay. Give
Ruby,
me the crime reference number and I'll count the charge.
How do you go through life knowing that your whole life is a lie?
Okay.
No, it's a serious question, Ruby.
Well, you don't know my real life, do you?
Well, no, because you don't know what's the truth and what's not, so you don't even know your own life.
You don't even know me. You don't even know anything.
I don't want to know you. The stuff I know about you is enough to make anyone not want to know you.
Yeah, that's not true, and I've admitted that it's not true. But you don't know me at all, especially.
But this is the thing, see, you're being asked a serious question and you can't even answer it. You're so cocky, your attitude is disgusting. You don't give a shit that you've affected thousands of people. You've been on lives all day affecting people and you do not give a shit. And do you know what, Ruby? All I can be thankful is that there is only few people like you, because you have affected a lot of people today and a lot of people in general, and you don't care. You do not care, and that is the worrying thing. You should have the black heart, Ruby. I'm going to give you my black heart, all right?
Oh, thank you. I would treasure
that. Don't do that, Chloe.
Can I hear from Kerry? Hello. Hi, Kerry.
Hiya.
Oh, they've put our faces on. That's another one.
Your faces should be on posters, and it'll continue to be on posters.
Hi, Kerry.
Hi, Angie. Right, so I'm just saying about like the seizures and stuff. So like my son has what we call at the minute. Sorry, I struggle with what I say. The absent seizures at the minute, but he has to go through all these tests to have it through, to go through like epilepsy or anything like that. So how can you not have an epilepsy diagnosis but then still get medication?
Because of my other seizures, I can't
give you medication for it without being diagnosed, because the medication for seizures are so strong it could affect your brain.
Yes,
so you have to have you have to have the scans, and you have to have the medical proof for seizures to get beyond the medication, because them that severe.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to address. Thank you for helping.
Sorry.
You don't have to be in hospital all the time.
Can I just jump, Ruby? So you're saying you haven't been diagnosed with epilepsy?
I've said that I have diagnosed with seizures. I have dissociative seizures, and I'm being tested for epilepsy. I've not said that I have epilepsy.
But you did when you used to come into Chester. When you used to come into Chester's box, you knew that Chester was epileptic. You used to sit there and speak to him, and you said, "I'm epileptic also."
Right, so I say that sometimes because it's easier saying I have epilepsy and seizures. I say it to the ambulance crew and that because it's an easier thing to say instead of going, I have this, I have this, I have this. So if you tell the ambulance that, oh, you have like seizures, you have epilepsy, you get the same things. I go into hospital to have my tests and then I come back home. But I do suffer with seizures. I suffer with quite bad ones. Some of the ones where I have to have a tube down my throat and I wake up in bloody hospital and all this. And I've had one on live and Geraldine had saw it and so a few others. Oh yes, I have.
But Ruby, I'm struggling because I was there in the live when you had that conversation with him. You went as far as to say that you shared the same seizure epileptic medication as him, which obviously I know isn't true because I saw the prescription with my own eyes.
So it has been a while and I have had a couple of med changes.
Can I ask you all guys a question? I think I asked this question before, but I've had other people ask me, right? We've had a woman on here come on various different accounts trolling and saying that she's, one of them was saying she's a client of you know, the content coach. He knows a content coach. Just generally trolling. And her name, one of the accounts was Katie Love, and I know I've asked this before, but I'm getting so many messages that wondering if this is the same person.
No, it's not Katie Love.
I don't know anybody.
No, it's not.
I've never
I'm
heard
not saying
of
that's
that.
her real name, but that's one of the accounts she was on.
No, that's Joanna.
No,
I
can
do
I
probably
just,
a seizure card, yeah.
sorry, can I just jump up to say pretty much echo exactly what I said about 7 hours ago when she was in here. The reality is, she said she came back on for 3 reasons: to keep in contact with her ex, to go on TikTok shop, and to sort her house out with decorating stuff. All of those things she could have done under an anonymous ghost account if she wasn't looking for attention.
So
The only
I
reason
did
she's doing,
have
hold
an
on, I'm
anonymous
not talking
account.
to you, I'm talking to everyone else in the boxes.
Good
The only
for you.
reason
I did
she's
have
doing
an
all of
anonymous
this
account, and
is
I
for
did have a
attention.
She's so
Everybody's
cocky,
been
isn't
giving
she?
her all day.
I
She's
went
sitting
on
in
my
here
own
getting
account,
picked.
I could come back. So I went on my own account because I have
No,
tried
I
this
told you.
account.
I told you
I
if you
have
came
tried
back, I was going to
everyone.
continue exposing you. And
Do
that's
what
what
you
I'll continue
want.
to do.
Why
You'll
you
never get away
inside?
from it on the app, Ruby.
At
Now
the end of the day,
you're
all
never
these
going to get
lives
away
are
from it.
Fine.
All these lives are doing is giving her more and more medical information.
Ruby, do you have any kids living with you?
No, thank God.
No, she doesn't have kids. She doesn't have kids.
Because I'm pretty sure that when you first came on, you said something about a child.
I have 2.
She said she had 2 children.
In the nicest way, they're dead.
But that's been questioned because you don't know if that's true. Because unfortunately, Ruby, because you've told so many lies,
They're going somewhere else.
nobody knows if you even have had 2 children. No one will ever know.
But the thing is, Chloe, this isn't going anywhere.
No, I agree. I perfectly agree.
No, but more awareness needs to be brought on her. It's not
I agree.
About her
Sorry, ladies, can I just butt
being
in
in
for
the
one?
box.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on, Lana, please. All the awareness
sorry.
about her can be done without her being in the box, getting attention. I'm noticing more and more people are coming in talking about her being a victim. It can all be done without her being in the box, giving her the attention that she's so desperately craving.
Do you know what it is though, Jelly? It is so hard to see her up here looking so smug. I think that's what draws people in, because especially people like Jojo and Felicity, and obviously me and CJ was very much part of what happened. You know, when you see her in the box like this, not giving a shit how she's affected people, it makes you really mad, and it just makes you feel like you need to come up and explain what she's actually done.
Yeah, and honestly, Chloe,
Yes,
I totally get that. I've seen her in boxes all day. I was
It's
in her
hard.
and I came in to say the same thing, but I just think all these
No, I agree with
awarenesses
you.
could be
I do.
done without having her in a box and giving her a platform, because clearly the one thing that she craves more than absolutely anything is attention, and that's exactly what she's getting.
Can I just, sorry, Jelly, sorry, I've missed your whole name, I apologise. Ruby, can you just come back? Oh, hi, Ruby, you don't know me and I don't know you. Hi, but obviously I looked up and read, but what a couple of things. You said that you have diazepam for your seizures, but if you're in a seizure, how can you have diazepam? How can you swallow it? Ruby?
Should we need another phone to check up an NHS website for that answer?
How can you take the diazepam? They won't give it to you if you're...
Lana, just be careful how you say it to her. Don't give her the answer.
So. Pardon, darling?
Don't give her the answer. I know where you're going to go with that.
Okay.
But just let her answer the question.
Ruby, are you... I think you've muted. I can't hear you. No. Hi.
Hi. So I know when I'm going into a seizure. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, and I fall straight on the floor. The times that I do, I get... I'm not going to say what I get, but I get... Obviously, you get like this feeling that you're going into one. And I either myself or somebody who's with me will do my diazepam. That sometimes just puts me to sleep and prevents it. Sometimes I still have a seizure and it doesn't do its job because I'm on quite a high dose of diazepam. Other times it won't do anything and I will have to have IV midazolam that I have to have through the drip, and then I get rushed into hospital for overnight observation.
You get rushed into hospital before you have the drip. So you have the drip and then you go to hospital. Is that what you're saying?
Sometimes, yes.
How's that meant to happen? So who's going to put the drip into you?
I thought midazolam goes straight into
Lana, don't give her too much information.
How are you going to have the drip pull into you before you go to the hospital?
Because the person, so when I know I'm going into one, I'll phone someone or I'm with someone.
Oh my God,
that's no absolute shit.
Ruby.
One second. Please.
What medical profession?
For the love of God, no one tell her the answer, okay?
What medical profession
We all know
are
that
they?
shit.
I can't hear anybody. You're all talking up.
What medical profession are they? What is their job role?
For what?
Whoever does your IV, your cannula, to put the diazepam through IV, what are they trained as and what are their job roles?
So it would be the first on scene, so the paramedic.
That does not make any sense whatsoever. You just backtracked everything which you've just stated. You said that you call somebody beforehand to come and do it. You did not state
it's
the
laughable at this
paramedics.
point.
And the paramedics they can't come out and inject diazepam straight into your bloodstream. They can give you a cannula and they can give you IV and morphine.
That's what I'm on about.
You did not say that. You did not say that. You said you phoned somebody beforehand before you go to the hospital, and you can't be treated by paramedics at home through a drip. They would have to. So everything which you've just stated, you've just backtracked. Thank you.
I don't know what it's called, but I get a thing in my hand. And then I
think Leash just wrapped that one up.
And then I get the doctor, and then I go to the hospital.
When you're about to go in a seizure, how can you then get hold of a phone a number? Because I'm sure you're slightly confused before you actually have the phone.
How the hell would I know? I'm
Listen, Lana, they're booked in advance.
And I will phone someone. So that they're watching, and then I'll go into a seizure if I know I'm going in one. It's what I've been told. So I have the set times.
Okay, can I just ask this? Can I ask this from a standpoint? Ruby, can I ask this from a standpoint? Okay, so you say you have someone there. Okay, so what's the protocol that's been put in place that if you are to go into a seizure, say you don't come out of that seizure, what's the protocol?
So I have. If it's 3 seizures or more, or if it's over 5 minutes, they have to phone an ambulance. If I do,
oh my God!
1 second, Leash. 1 second. Carry on.
I go into the recovery position. If I still have a seizure when the paramedics are here, I normally wake up and I have one of them things in my hand. They would say that they've given me some tablets.
Is someone turning the comments off? Sorry, I'm just wondering if someone's turning the comments off.
And it's best to keep the comments off while she's answering the question, just so people can't feed the information.
Leave the comments off.
Then that's fine.
Yeah, keep it off because people can
that's why they've turned off. Okay, thanks whoever done that then.
So I get a thing. They were telling me that they've given me something, diazepam, midazolam, whatever they need to do, and then it's normally.
And who gives that to you?
They'll scoop me up and they put me to hospital with blue lights, and we go to. I normally end up falling asleep and then go into the resus bit. If it's really bad, I normally end up waking up either in hospital on the ward or in resus, and I normally have a tube down my throat because it.
Who phones the paramedics if you're in a seizure? If you don't have people go to your house. So if you're having a seizure, who phones the paramedics?
So, I have carers close to them. So if I don't,
you've admitted that. Well, you haven't got carers because if you have carers, I will literally. If I've just screenshotted that. 1 second. I've just screenshotted that lady's name. I can go onto any care system and I can report that she was just.
This is my care file.
That girl said that she was an old carer, but I don't believe she was a carer.
I don't believe them. Them legally aren't allowed to give any information, even if they are an old carer.
No, I know that.
If they're in the NHS system or if they're in the private care system, no matter what, they're not allowed to give any information out on their part.
Leash, babe, let me just ask a question.
Yes, go on.
Right? So you have carers that come into you from a care company, yeah?
Yeah, which you know.
Yep, I know. Well, hang on. Let me get where I'm going. So, you have carers that come in from a care company. You have a care plan, yeah? So you have, what you're saying, seizures that require a controlled medication to be given to you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get...
stop the seizure.
Ruby, are you okay talking about this? You know,
I have no choice in a way because
you do have a choice, Ruby. You have a choice.
You do have a choice. There's an X, top right.
You do have a choice. I don't want you coming off saying you were bullied or attacked or you had to go on and talk about your medication where people are forcing you to do any of that.
Didn't you fake a
that's fine. If they have a go, then I'm not.
Ruby, didn't you fake a seizure on Geraldine's live in Geraldine's box?
No, I had.
I think you did.
On that one, that seizure, I had to go to hospital and I had a tube and I was in resus, and then I spent my overnight in hospital and then I was allowed home the next day.
Why did you have
if you've had seizures,
Ruby, I've got a question.
1 second. How long are you in the hospital for after your last seizure?
My last one.
When you from the.
So it's normally so it's overnight normally, or like 2 days.
If you've gone into hospital and you've had a seizure, because there's a certain amount of time, if you've gone into hospital and you've had a seizure, right?
Yeah.
How long do they keep you? How long do they keep you in hospital for?
It depends. Sometimes it's overnight.
No, it depends.
Sometimes it's 2 days. Sometimes it's 2 weeks.
What do you say? What do you say? Did you say it could be in and out?
No, overnight.
Overnight, a couple of days, or the last one I had, because I ended up hurting myself when I fell, I was in for 2 weeks.
Do you have to wear a helmet? Ruby, sorry to interrupt you. Do you have to wear a helmet for the epilepsy? Because you fall?
That is something that's been discussed with the OT and that for the night time, because my seizures are worse on the night time.
The occupational...
I've never heard of that before.
Right,
That's convenient, isn't it?
Ruby, I've got a question to ask you. What spray is it that you spray down your throat when you're like going through these seizures? What is it? What kind of spray is it?
Yeah, did you say it's diazepam spray?
No.
No, I was going to say, because you can't get diazepam
She's giving out
spray.
all the other information about a medical health and medication.
I'm only answering certain things. I'm not answering everything.
So you're not answering the questions, which can
Are you
prove that
able
you're
to
lying.
answer what spray it is that you put down your throat when you're in a seizure?
I'm not saying. I'm not telling anything.
Ruby, you've come in here.
My own tablet.
No, she doesn't have to talk about that. She doesn't have to.
Right, okay, fair dues.
I'm talking about stuff. I'm not giving you information on my...
No, but let's be real, right? If you...
It's really quite vulnerable.
Right,
Ruby, would you class yourself? Would you class yourself as vulnerable?
Ruby, can I just say something quickly, darling?
No.
You've come on here and you've admitted you've been wrong and you've done apologies. Now, just think for 1 second before you answer. Have you really got epilepsy to such a high degree? Just answer and then we can move on, please.
I've just answered that I don't have epilepsy. I'm having tests, but I have seizures. I have dissociative seizures.
You've had some seizures, okay. But also you've come in, I know you're saying you're trying to be strong, and we're all asking questions. If I was in your boat, I would be in bits by now. How are you being so strong? This is not being unkind, and I know you're being strong, but you can only put an act on and be strong for so long. Somebody else and myself would be in pieces, and honestly, this is not being horrible or bullying you.
This is part of the reason why I call the police, for the well-being and that stuff.
Can I ask everybody a question? I mean, it might be a ridiculous question. Does anyone that supports Ruby? Because I want to jump in the box and give her some, support. Because I don't want, the last thing I want, Ruby, is the next day for you to say that you got bullied, you had to talk about your medication.
But she will say that, Angie.
Yeah, she will anyway.
So what I'm offering you, Ruby, for someone that you want to put in the box, I'm offering you.
Assume the worst. Well, we ain't seen no best in you, have we yet?
He's been on here all day.
Can I just say something as well?
Wait, Ruby, you know how...
Can I just say this one thing, Ruby? I'm offering you, so if you want someone to come in the box for support, I'll put that person in the box if you want me to.
I'm okay as long as one person...
Okay, you hear that, guys? She's okay. She's okay. I just don't want to hear tomorrow that you're bullied.
Perfect.
Right? Why do you think the worst of me? Yes, I have my past. I've done it.
Because we haven't seen the best of you, have we? So we've got no option.
I'm trying, but no one's letting me. How can I do things if nobody's even letting me? I'm trying not to even.
Because
can I explain that from someone that you've personally
Jojo.
hurt? Can I explain that, please? Right?
Why are you coming after me? You're following me into every.
You've just Ruby. Stop a minute. You've just said you've not seen me follow you, right? You've directly hurt. Just listen. Just listen. You have directly hurt me. You've admitted that, okay? You've admitted you've used my fucking dead children, okay? I don't have to accept your apology. I am well within my right, okay? You are free to go where you want to on this app, right? But don't rub it in my face. Don't come in the places you know I'm obviously going to be.
Guys,
hang on a minute, Ruby, you came into fucking Luke's live where we all first ever met each other.
I didn't see you. I went in to watch Luke, and then he friended me and we spoke.
There's a screenshot there.
He blocked me and he's gone.
One second.
That says, Ruby, you still went in to look the judge's live saying I've got a catheter and people think I'm a male, but I'm a woman.
Because I was joining in the conversation because obviously Luke had friended me.
You've got a catheter.
Replied to. I do have a catheter.
Can I just quickly say one? Can I just quickly say one really quick thing? I know there's so many people waiting, but many people putting people in the boxes that have been affected, you know, just to talk it out really at the moment, guys. So carry on.
Ruby, I'm sorry, I keep interrupting. Ruby, me personally, you've come out, you've apologised, but don't you think it's best? Yes, you can go into anybody's live, but why don't you go in and just watch at the moment?
I have. This is why.
But
I went into Andrew today to watch. I went
Ruby, one sec. Can I ask you something, Ruby? Don't you think, like I agree with Lana, right? But just watch and fire up your own live, but keep away from obviously the people that you've affected. Do you know what I mean?
And if people are talking about you,
then I'm going into other people's lives and being me, and yet you're following me around the app. That's very stalkerish.
Wait.
Following you around the app, you're going into our personal friendships groups who you've affected. You've affected my two best friends on this app, and also the person's creators who you go in the app. You are following everybody else and trying to jump into a situation where you've been before, and you've got no right to do so. Okay. I've been on the phone where my best fucking mate Jojo has been in fucking tears because of your fucking shit.
Okay.
You need to get your act together, man. You need to get your act together. It's not normal.
1 second. You've just stated you've not seen me, right?
Haven't, not since I've been back.
Right? I've been a mod for Luke since last year, mate. You know that.
No,
why are you taking on people's stories?
But I've not seen you. I went into Luke's because I was joining I was in Dax before Luke's, and we were talking about Alphabet, and then I scrolled, and Luke came up and was talking about Alphabet, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. So I went in. I wasn't planning on doing anything. It was literally just to watch
You came into the live.
You commented saying about a catheter.
CJ, 1 second, please. You came in the live.
You
came in the live talking about a catheter and everything like this.
I have a catheter.
Just listen, right? I was in the live. I have my gift rankings off because I don't sit there and care about my gift badge, right? I sit there. I silent mod, mate, right? Everyone knows I'm there. Everyone knows I am. I had many people trying to at me, sending me private messages saying I'm getting violations because I've added your name with the stupid terms and conditions of TikTok. I'm like, why? What's going on? Oh, official Rue's back. Luke had no idea who you were. I blocked you from that live.
That's fine. As soon as I was blocked, I never went back.
Because you couldn't be blocked. But then you've then come into someone like Chloe, who you know that me and Felicity are close.
I rolled accidentally in Chloe's, and I left as soon as I noticed the name.
Well, this was you and Harley's live.
That was very convenient that you scrolled in by accident.
Guys,
when you scroll up and down, you go into people's lives and it's your algorithm or something. I don't know what it is, but when I scroll...
Because you've been watching our profile.
I just think that's what you need to do, Ruby. Follow up your own live, go into other people's lives. There's other people you can go into. But obviously, one sec, Ruby, obviously Luke the judge, you know that everyone's going to be in there. You know, Tony, everyone's going to be in there. You know what I mean?
Be in there.
But
Ruby, why did you tell me this morning?
Why are you all repeating yourself? Everyone is repeating yourself.
This is something completely different.
Can I just say something before, and I want to go?
People have been gifting you in the past. Like I said, it's the first time I've actually even heard your name or met you. If people have been gifting you and you've come back, they're obviously going to be upset in some of the things you've done. Why don't you prove, 1 minute, darling, if you're really sorry, all right, you can't give everybody's money back. I understand that. But why don't you prove and say, right, I'm really sorry. I'm going to get the money. And where do you want me to send it? What charity?
I'll let you in next, Felicity.
What more can I do? I have done that.
But you haven't shown the receipt. The charity will say, thank you for your donation, blah, 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 blah. That's not going to make the girls feel any better for what you've done, but it's just showing you really mean that you're sorry.
Right, Lana, we're skipping respect
Could
to
I
you.
just have a say and then I want to go?
Go on, sorry, MJ.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jojo.
Well, can we just hear from MJ? Because then she said she's going to drop down.
Yeah, sorry. Just because we're going round and round in circles, as you know. And, you know, you said earlier on about, somebody said to you about, have you got kids in your house? And you were like, no, thank God. Now, for anybody who's had miscarriages, you never say that kind of comment. Why on earth would you say no, thank God? You'd be grateful to have children in your house, firstly.
Did I say thank God?
You did. You said no, thank God.
No, I don't think she did, to be fair.
Secondly, do you work as a carer, did you say? Do you work as a carer?
I used to.
Oh, so you don't work as a carer now?
No, I'm not allowed.
Oh, well, that's also thank goodness, because I tell you what, I would never employ somebody like you.
Yeah, we've already said
with
that.
Trust, you know, integrity, all in bringing into actually question. You really need to get off this app, love, I tell you, because you're not doing yourself any good. All we're doing now, guys, is enabling this. She's got 545, isn't she? So I think we just need.
I mean, listen, I wasn't meant to be doing any, live on Ruby, but
I know, but this is what's happened now, isn't it? We're enabling this behaviour, and from tomorrow, guys, I think we just need to just completely.
Oh, I agree. From tomorrow, and I think Ruby.
Now stop coming in the boxes. That's.
And I think Ruby, you just need to stay away from people that you've affected. You know what I mean? I mean, unless you can answer people's questions like Felicity, which you can't really answer as to why you did what you did. Do you know what I mean?
I have done this. This is about the form.
You have not spoken
to
Felicity directly.
I'm gonna. Is MJ? Are you?
Yeah, that's fine. It's getting boring now, if I'm honest with you. So
why don't you just go into people's lives?
One second, Lana.
Andrew, your comments are still off, by the way.
You have never spoken to Felicity directly. Lana, one second, please. Lana. You've never spoken to Felicity directly and ever answered her questions as to why. You've answered mine with some shitty bullshit.
They've been turned off again.
But you've never done Felicity.
What do you mean I've answered yours? Sorry, I did miss that.
Lana, I wasn't talking to you, darling. I was talking to Ruby.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was me. Sorry. I apologise. Sorry, Ruby. I jumped in.
So can I ask, Ruby, what type of catheter do you have?
Why would you like to know that?
Is it suprapubic? Is it a urostomy, a nephrostomy, a mitroph?
At the moment, it goes up your foof.
That's a suprapubic. What's that for?
It's not suprapubic. It goes in your belly button, which is why I'm waiting for.
Excuse, what did you just say then? Sorry.
The suprapubic catheter is
what are you waiting for? What are you waiting? Hang on. What are you waiting for?
The suprapubic.
No, you just said you were waiting for one in your belly button.
Yes, so a suprapubic one goes.
Oh, I know what suprapubic.
I'm going to just drop you, Lana.
To me. Why do you need one in your belly button?
Because that's, I don't know. This
no.
You've
just said it. You've just said it. Why would you need one in your belly button? And what type of operation would that mean?
The doctor has told me when I get a suprapubic, look, right, so right now, I'll show you this one.
I know exactly. Why do you need one in your belly button? I've discussed this
because
before.
I don't have, my bladder does not work, right? Okay. My bladder does not work. So now, because of this one, because of being a young woman and all that, they are wanting to do it, because I've had this catheter for 5 years. So they are wanting to do it in my, the suprapubic that goes into your belly. I don't know if it's your belly button. I just know the operation is in your belly.
And what would they need to do to your bladder?
I don't know. I don't have a fucking bladder that works. They are putting it in my stomach. I don't know. I know.
Let me tell you what procedures they're going to do.
Felicity,
would you like,
Felicity? Felicity, I know where you're going with this. I know your frustration.
See, there are a couple of people in the comments saying to leave her alone and things. And listen, the people who have been affected, these are people that have been affected. And if she wants to move on the social media, maybe this is the right way. I don't
ask
know.
The question.
I think he's just coming to a dead end now, isn't it, realistically? It's not going anywhere.
I just think we're never going to believe anything that comes out of your mouth.
See? This is what it is. At the moment, it's down my foot.
Can you offer somewhat of an explanation?
Because my extra is on my
Ruby, can you offer somewhat of an explanation to Felicity as to why you used her daughter's story?
I've already answered that. I am not going back and answering
No, you haven't. You haven't. I've asked you why.
I am not going back and answering stuff. This needs to stop. Anything now, I am trying to answer. This is years ago stuff. Why are you bringing it up? I have said
it's
I'm
not
sorry.
Years ago. This was before Christmas.
Well, it's still months ago, isn't it?
But
so
you're
it's
still
okay
on
for
this
you to move on in time, but we not.
What can I fucking do?
Guys, can you please stop with the comments?
To give you a hug and a kiss and beg for an apology.
Can I just say, please stop saying go in this person's life, go in that person's life. I'm on. Yeah, that's just really rude for people to be coming in my lives doing that. Yeah, it's
Angie,
on my life.
Angie, I don't think it's about your viewers. I think it's about Ruby.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about that you didn't have a suprapubic catheter. That wasn't my point. I'm not saying you don't have a suprapubic catheter.
Okay.
I was asking what type of catheter you had and why you would need one in your belly button, because my daughter has one through her belly button. So you would know the operation that would entail to put it in your belly button. That's what I was asking you. But now, because you've lied so much, it's hard for anyone to believe anything that you have to say and expect people to believe you.
I understand.
Can we get Lish back up?
Angie, can I just say something? I get that you're all really frustrated, but this has been going on all fucking day.
Yeah.
We can
but the more
clearly...
awareness is
hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. We can clearly say that Ruby has been a total cunt.
I agree.
She's done the most disgusting things, stated all day. I get it's awareness, this, that and the other, but I think it's going a bit too invasive. Now we're having to see her fucking catheter. No one wants to see it, all right?
Oh, I don't.
She could tell me the sky's blue and I still wouldn't believe her.
And that's fine.
You're
expecting her to know all these medical terms, but the girl can't even tell the truth. So
no, exactly.
I mean, sorry, Ruby. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying
it's true. All
the medical things in the world.
It's true. Thank you.
So I'm just saying she's a top CUNT. Yeah. So just
because she admits it and laughs. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's just not normal, is it?
But do we really want to start seeing her fucking catheter and that? I think it's a bit invasive. If there's got to be a line somewhere, you know.
Yeah. No, I didn't ask to see it. I didn't want to see it. I just wanted to know, because you said one in the belly, and I've spoken about my daughter's catheter and what she has to do. Whether that was a lie, the one in the belly button.
You weren't going to believe me.
All right. Well, listen. I honestly just block her, honestly, and just try your best.
Literally, I've done it to you. If you see me, just block me and ignore me. I've done it to you.
You haven't done it to us, Ruby.
See you later,
See you later, Jay. Can I just hear from Tom, because he's been sitting patiently, Tom. You know, and hi, Tom.
You all right, Ange?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Ruby, did you say that you're under care now?
I'm under
care.
I'm actually going on my head's burnt.
I know.
What do you mean by that?
So do you live in like serviced accommodation or just have carers coming out?
I have a care package, so I have like home care place to do.
Oh, right, okay. I was just wondering, that was all.
Can I ask you, Ruby, you know, people that have got questions as to why you did what you done to them, you know, and lied and used their photos and stuff like that. Can you not answer as to why you did that?
Anyone's photos. I have admitted so many times that I honestly
You
don't
did
know.
use people's baby scans, Ruby.
Yeah, that's what I mean, the
No,
scans.
I would never use anyone's scans.
Well, you're going to say that, aren't you?
Chloe, can I ask you, how did you get hold of the
So,
scans?
Ruby,
You can get them on Google.
Facebook, she follows her.
So she didn't actually use someone's scans.
Well,
she just
what I'm saying is you can get scans off Google, but if she's following people on,
have any scans. Why would
if she's following people on Facebook, she could get scans off of Facebook. Do you see what I mean?
And you can get Leash back up.
Anyone's scans.
So this Leash should be in the box, right? So see this screenshot I'm showing right now. She said that she blocked us all. She was staying away from us all. I've had to put it on the side because of the way that I was cropping it wouldn't work.
Does she want to request the box?
No, you didn't, Ruby. You didn't. You added me and you says, "Hi, CJ. Hope you're okay."
That's what I said. I said it. I unblocked.
No, you realised you fucked up.
And
You
then I
realised you
blocked
fucked up.
No, it's because you said if I came back on my account, it will be okay, and I could say hello.
No, I didn't.
That's why I said
didn't.
hello.
Will we get the
And then I
phone
blocked you.
recording out? Will we get the phone recording out?
You know, this has been going on all day. There's multiple.
Yeah, and do you know what, Ruby? You've
Piss
you've absolutely loved it all day. You've absolutely thrived off it.
Right.
I'm going now, Ruby, but you need to. Do you know what? You need to do better. You need to do better. You need to go and get yourself some proper help. Get off this app and leave people alone because you are just
Can I
something
just say one
else.
thing, Ruby?
Hello.
Why am you one hell of a sick bitch?
Thank you.
Why would you go around posting other people's pictures, especially kids? How sick am you?
Pictures. I have never posted any pictures. Show me a picture of other children because I have not posted anyone's pictures. I couldn't do that.
Sick bitches like you need hanging.
Going around that I've not even
You
done.
big bitch.
Sorry, I'm going to kick you for that, okay?
You can't say things
Oh,
like
sorry.
No, you can't say that.
What, at the end of the day, from
Have
what
I
I'm
kicked the
getting
right
from this
person?
story, hang on a minute, Jane. From what I'm getting from the story, okay, this girl, okay, she has done wrong. But I'm a service manager.
Have I kicked the right person?
Hang on a minute, Jane. From what I'm getting from the story, okay, this girl, okay, she has done wrong.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's on the way now. Ruby out, Jane, Angie.
Where she's done wrong, okay? She knows she's done wrong. But guys, this is one girl that is clearly something is wrong.
Yeah, I know. As a service manager, already, I don't even know the girl, but I can already tell she's already got a massive personality disorder, and she's trying to fit in.
Yeah, but Jane, you're also somebody that's not been involved by her.
No,
So
I know, but what I'm saying to you is,
affected
hang
by
on a
her the way
minute,
that
hang
other
on a
people
minute,
have.
hang on, because what I'm trying to say is, she's under a massive, she's under a care package, and you can see that she's mentally unwell and unstable, and you're all entertaining her.
I wouldn't class it as entertaining, Tom. It's at the end of the day, like in the long-term situation, I've been on calls with Jojo and Terry Ann whilst they've been crying their eyes out, grown women crying their eyes out because of how she's affected them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I understand people have got mental health issues. I've got mental health issues. CJ's got mental health issues. We all got mental health issues. But at the end of the day, you can't go around and acting like that and then going into the boxes, specifically in boxes where they know that this is a friendship group. Angie is friends with Jojo. Luke is Jojo's and Terry Ann's best friend. You don't go into those lives and you go in there and looking personally for attention. She's affecting people severely mentally. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if she did not want to be talked to like that, she wouldn't even be in these lives all day.
That's the whole problem.
She wouldn't put herself in that position. And at the end of the day, I feel like today has been the first time Jojo, Felicity, like Terry Ann won't even come into any of the lives where she's around because it's affected her that much. She's mentioned Terry Ann's mum's and her mum's story. It's disgusting. And then going on about all these medical conditions as well, which I personally suffer from. And when I'm seeing people face it, like I can't even walk. You know what I mean? So it's disgusting behaviour, and she's put herself in the position. There's an easy way to get out of here. It's called an Xbox and leave.
Come back.
Yeah, but I think she's got severe mental health issues.
Yeah,
she chose to jump up in the boxes.
But I always think like the severe mental health is like someone they don't know what they're doing, don't know what they're saying, but she seems to be aware.
No, but I
she's very aware of what she's
mental
doing.
health, Angie. We were always taught, right? There's people who will go out there looking for trouble, for attention. It's bad negative behaviour. It's negative behaviour to get attention.
Tracy, restart the app.
Am I still echoing?
Yeah.
Restart the app.
Oh, 1 minute, I'll pop back in a minute.
And
have I got an echo?
No.
Want people to hear them.
You do actually, Hayley, yeah. Sorry.
But that's what I think she's doing. I think she's doing all this negative attention because it is attention.
Now that she's gone, see if I can just add some other couple of people in here.
And also the catheter bag. That catheter bag should not. She should not be pulling that up comfortably. You do know you can put. You could like that.
But everybody was telling her she was lying.
Like a catheter bag, right?
Jane, that's because she's lied about dead children.
But
that's why people are questioning her about everything. You have not been personally affected by her. She's not used any of your stories.
I just buried my grandson 8 weeks ago, who was only 5 months. Of course, I've been personally affected.
Right, okay, I'm sorry that you've had to go through that. However, she has not used your story.
I've got a son with a brain injury that goes through epilepsy every single day of the week. I wouldn't get in a box with 6 other
yes,
people
you did, Tippy.
Somebody apart. It's just not right.
No, it is right.
Somebody,
it is right.
a personality disorder, that is as clear as day.
No, listen, she's not been diagnosed.
I don't think we should be diagnosing people. Like none of us are professionals here. We're not allocated to her. We're seeing a snippet of her live, and that's literally it. We've not assessed her.
We're talking to
no
her,
MCAs, everyone.
But you
I
don't
work
have
for the social services, but I would never come online and start diagnosing her. I see a lot of different cases. You just also
no, but it's not right. Everybody
come on. You may be vulnerable, but as soon as someone does something bad, we can't straight away go for the mental health part and start saying she's a personality disorder.
It should have been a simple conversation with Angie and her, and maybe like the lady that said her friends were crying and that, but the boxes were full and everybody was going at her at the one time. Guys, that's not correctly to do. You're all saying that she's done bad things, but that was not right. You could see she was getting a bit stressed there at the end. And now you know what's going to come back tomorrow from this live tonight, that she's been bullied and forced into telling.
Yeah, but Jay, to be fair, I said to her a few times, do you feel bullied? She said no, and I said, do you want anyone here? No, I said.
No, but she is going to say that. She is physically going to believe that and say it tomorrow. You know.
But none of us should take responsibility for what other people do. She joined the box 5 times today, 5 times in my life.
Karma's a bitch.
That's the whole point. Why is she forcing herself to go through this misery?
But we don't want to make her the victim either. Let's not make him the victim, right? She's affected a lot of people. She's said
the victim.
Angie, what's your personal opinion on the whole situation? That's what I want to
see. I don't know. It's a difficult one because if she suffers with some kind of mental health, like a mental illness, like my auntie did, then it's a very different matter we're talking about. It's very different. Where I'm not saying it's an excuse, but it's a reason as to why she behaves the way she does. And with that, we don't know, right? But I always think a mental illness is someone that don't really know what they're doing. You know, they don't know what...
Personally affected your friends. Like, you, even though you and Jojo have got issues, Jojo is still one of your closest friends. So she's personally affected one of your friends. So how do you feel about that?
Who's my friend?
Jojo.
Oh, I don't really know Jojo that well, to be honest. I mean, she's not in my circle. I mean, listen, everyone that's affected, then, you know, it's not good. But, you know, like I've said, any kind of mental illness, it's a reason. And you cannot have a go at someone that has a mental illness because they don't know what's right. They don't know what's right, they don't know what's wrong, right? They're not they're saying. But
They do, though.
She has a mental capacity, Angie.
This is what I'm trying to say. She does have the capacity to know what she's saying. She knows it's wrong. So to me, that's not mental illness. The mental illness my auntie had. Do you know what I mean?
It's individual. So I've got bipolar, but I still
I'm gonna drop because she's gone into Karma's and she's with Terry Ann, and I don't want Terry Ann to be in there on her own.
Listen, Angie, she admitted to doing wrong, right? That just shows that she's got mental capacity. Right, and Kath W in the comments, I will continue to speak about her. If you don't like it, you know what the fucking
I'm glad
expert
she's on someone else's life, so if I do get the blame, it's not just me.
Yeah, she hasn't done wrong. Nobody's saying
What I
that
was
she
trying to
hasn't
say
done
is
wrong.
if it
and
was
hurt people.
personality disorder or Munchausen's or something
But listen,
like
we can't diagnose them.
No, we can't diagnose
We cannot
them, so
diagnose
we cannot-
somebody.
No,
In
we
the
can't
same-
diagnose somebody, but on the same breath, you can obviously see that there is something seriously mentally wrong with her.
Joe, did I say I was a psychiatrist?
CG, I think in the same breath, we can't say she's got full mental capacity to maybe make decisions. But she was asked if she wanted.
But there's
to
been no
leave the
no
box.
evidence.
No,
no
and what I'm
evidence to
saying
show
is she was
different.
asked if she wanted to leave the box multiple times. She didn't want to.
Yeah, but people
This
who
afternoon
have personality disorder and Munchausen's
Yeah,
will
this
do
afternoon,
negative
though.
stuff for attention.
This afternoon, when she was in the box, she was smirking and laughing. She genuinely thought it was funny, some of the stuff that was being said. And I think people are right to be outraged at the things that she said.
I'm not saying, I'm not honestly not saying that. What she's done is absolutely disgusting. I'm not even condoning an inch of what she's done. All I'm saying is, I think there's more going on within herself. I think she's got some serious mental health issues. I'm not saying that's an excuse or anything. All I'm saying is that she really does. And the more negative attention or positive attention or any attention, she's going to keep on doing it because that's what she's got.
She is.
It's
Of course she is.
attention.
And I said the same, Nikki, when she was in the box this afternoon. While I get why everyone's outraged and why everyone wants to address her, she is thriving off this attention and this, you know, Angie's had 2,000 people in her live all day. So she's had a big audience all day to have this conversation. She's thrived off it. And the more people that come in and argue with her, the more people want to see it. So the more volume she's getting in, you know, and she's thriving off it.
Exactly. I'm not sticking up for her. I think what she's done is disgusting. All I'm just saying is that you can see whatever mental condition she has, she is thriving on all this negative attention.
I just don't, and I get what I completely get yours and Jane's point, but what I think is difficult is, and that comes back on Angie in some essence, and I think it's really important to note that Angie told her she could leave the box. She knew she could leave the box at any time, and she requested numbers of times across the day to come up. And
I was
she
there
wanted
right
that.
this morning and she was the first person who requested Angie's box.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I have been on and off watching it all day. But I just can see how much she's reveling in the attention.
Yeah.
And the more negative it becomes, you can see the more hyped up she's getting.
That's my point. That is my whole point of the understanding that I'm taking from this is she's coming in boxes. So many people are running at her. Yeah. And then she's jumping to another life. She's taking more abuse.
She's been doing that all day, hasn't she?
Yeah.
That's her choice.
She enjoys it.
Yeah, but in a day
You know
or
what?
two,
When I think about it,
it's
she
gonna
probably don't have any mental illness. She
life.
probably just likes to troll people. She
Yes,
probably likes to
Andrew.
do what she does for attention. She could just be
There's-
one of those.
Doesn't
You know, there's always, we always say mental health. She can't be
And-
right for saying what she's saying, but some people do that.
Angie, thank you for letting me up. I'm going to jump down.
CJ, welcome for we all straight your away go work. for mental health.
No, thank you
It's never
guys. Big
just
love.
They're a bad love. person.
it doesn't have to be a mental health condition. It could just be a condition or
Do you know
a
what? Do you know what
personality
her
disorder.
condition is, though, Jane? Her condition is she's a cunt. That's top and bottom of it. That's the condition she has got. What she's done is nothing but disgusting.
And can I just say, Hayley, so I don't mean to interrupt you, because, sorry, one sec. When I compare, I only can compare for how my auntie was, because she was coming out with similar stuff to that, yeah? So when I compare my auntie to her, she doesn't have a mental illness. She doesn't even have anything that bad there, and I can tell you why, because she was confident, she was answering the questions, she knew what was, she knew how to answer the questions, she apologized, she was aware of what she was doing and saying. She didn't seem to have a mental illness, but my auntie would actually stare at you like you knew there was something not right with her. You get what I'm saying? So I don't compare it to her, yeah.
And I know exactly what you're saying, but we can all have different mental health issues, but we can still have capacity in different ways.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But you could, by looking at her, she don't seem to have that severe mental health that I know. Because like my uncle, he's got schizophrenia. My auntie had she wasn't well at all. When I compare it to them, she seems quite normal to me.
She probably got a bit of brain damage after falling 24.
Doesn't make sense what I'm saying.
It makes complete sense. I think it's very individual though, because again, I have bipolar, and when I'm in my really, really low states, you learn how to regulate your moods and look after yourself like people wouldn't notice. So it's one of them things. I'm not saying she has anything, and I don't condone anything she's done, but it is very individual. Someone else could have bipolar and be completely different to me.
And you hit the nail on the head about 10 minutes ago, sorry. Everybody's turning her into the victim.
Yeah.
We all established that she was chatting shit about half an hour into the live, and then she was bashed by everybody. There was everybody coming into the box and just bashing her. That's
and a phone call was a medication being delivered.
And what happened is
You shouldn't have just attacked her. The message was put across in about the first 30 minutes, but then everybody just come in, piled on, and you've turned her into the victim now.
Yeah.
I don't think we have turned her into a victim, because I think people have a right to have their say.
Everybody was charging on this girl. What she's done is sick, obviously, but she's clearly got issues. She's clearly vulnerable. Look at her. Everybody's picking apart her mental health now in front of 2,000 people, or was 2,000 people, and people are going to feel sorry for her, 100%. 100% they will do.
I think this afternoon people didn't. I think towards the end then people probably did, and you could see that because they were gifting her. And she doesn't deserve a penny.
Gifted herself a lot because she's got another.
I think victims, and I could say victims should have their say. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
People that have been affected by what she's done, especially with the children and stuff, to have their say. And she could have. I said she could have left. No one's taken hostage. She could have left at any time.